rise up, let's stand as one. Together we'll shine until the battle's won. With love as our weapon, we'll break down the wall. You just call and guide us today.
The mindset shift that transformed lives, from rock bottom to the top. Welcome to the Living Well Living Rich Bilingual Health and Wealth Academy. Join Coco Shungson for just a few minutes each day to learn how to create your own value and become a better version of yourself. Remember, being valuable is the wealth that lasts a lifetime. Life is full of unexpected challenges, career bottlenecks, relationship setbacks, or even just the jarring sound of your morning alarm. These moments can feel like landmines scattered across your path, ready to blow up your plans at any second. Some people run away from these problems, while others are paralyzed with despair. But then, there are those who seem to have a cheat code for life. They can turn any tricky situation around and escape from the bad luck black hole. Curious how they do it? The secret is actually quite simple. Change your perspective. This isn't just a motivational cliché, it's a practical mindset technique. As Einstein famously said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So, when life feels like an unsolvable puzzle, try changing your perspective. Today, we'll explore some mindset shift hacks that can help you find a way out of even the toughest situations. 1. The sour apple theory, turning lemons into lemonade. Here's a classic story known as the sour apple theory. A farming family relied on apple cultivation for their livelihood, but one year, before the apples could ripen, a hailstorm battered the orchard, leaving the ground littered with damaged fruit. While most people would be overwhelmed with despair, the grandmother of the family took a different approach. She calmly collected the sour apples, distributed some to the neighbors with pigs, and used the rest to make apple cider vinegar. The vinegar sold exceptionally well and became a popular item in the village. This is a perfect example of turning a setback into an opportunity. We often encounter seemingly hopeless situations that prompt us to complain or curse our bad luck. But instead of dwelling on the negatives, why not shift your perspective? Perhaps those sour apples are hiding unexpected opportunities. Quick tips: how to turn sour apples into sweet success. 1. Stop complaining, start acting. Complaints solve nothing. They only make you feel more powerless. When faced with a crisis, the first step is to calm down, accept reality, and plan your next move. 2. Find the hidden value in the crisis. What seems like a loss at first may hold hidden potential. Like the grandmother, dig deeper to uncover new opportunities. 3. Collaborate with others. The grandmother's decision to share the apples built goodwill in the community, which may yield unexpected benefits down the line. 2. The bumphead fish story. Don't be a hard-headed fish. There's a fish called the bumphead parrotfish, and its story serves as a living lesson. These fish normally live in the deep sea, but come late spring, they swim to shallow waters to spawn. Fishermen only need to set up nets in these areas, and the fish will blindly swim into them, not changing their course even when they hit obstacles, resulting in mass capture. In life, we often see people acting like these fish. They keep pushing forward even when they're clearly hitting a wall. They stubbornly stick to a path that isn't working, only to end up getting crushed by reality. The problem isn't that the fish are dumb, it's that they're stuck in a rigid mindset. They only know how to move forward and fail to see that changing direction might be the safer, smarter choice. How to avoid being the bumphead fish. 1. Regularly reflect on your actions. Pause and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it really working? If the answer is no, it's time to consider a new approach. 2. Be willing to try different solutions. If the old ways aren't working, stop banging your head against the wall. Step out of your comfort zone and try something new. 3. Seek external advice and perspectives. Sometimes, we're too close to our problems to see clearly. Asking others for input can offer new insights and ideas. 3. The comeback of the unemployed journalist. When life hands you lemons. Let's dive into a true story. Mr. Lee was a senior journalist at a newspaper, but with the rise of digital media, newspaper sales plummeted, and the paper eventually closed down, leaving him jobless. For many, This would feel like the end of the world, but not for Mr. Lee. Instead of giving up, he began learning how to write online and even picked up video editing skills. He used his journalism experience to share stories with a wider audience and eventually became an online sensation, earning far more than he did at the newspaper. Mr. Lee's success wasn't due to luck, it was his willingness to break free from a fixed mindset and try something new. Life will throw unexpected changes at us, but we can control how we respond to them.
How to find new opportunities during unemployment. 1. Keep a learning mindset. Industries evolve rapidly. If you don't want to be left behind, you need to keep learning new skills. 2. Leverage your existing resources and skills. Think about the experience you've accumulated. How can you apply it in new ways? Repurposing old skills on new platforms can open up fresh opportunities. 3. Be willing to try new things. Unemployment isn't the end, the real fear is losing the courage to change. Even if you start as a novice, don't be afraid to stumble because every failure is a learning opportunity. 4. Turning the tide, finding new directions in low points. There's a story of a woman who lost her high-paying finance job during an economic crisis. It felt like a catastrophe at first, but instead of giving up, she began to explore her true interests. She remembered her love for baking and started experimenting at home. She eventually opened an online bakery, and to her surprise, it became highly successful, surpassing her previous income. This story shows that adversity doesn't have to be the end, it can be a new beginning. By changing her mindset, she found a new life path in the midst of crisis. How to turn things around from rock bottom. 1. Discover your true passion. Everyone has hobbies and dreams. Don't hide them in the corner. When facing major changes, ask yourself, what do I truly love? Can I turn it into a career? 2. Take small steps and adjust gradually. Change doesn't have to happen all at once. Start small and adjust your course based on feedback. 3. Stay optimistic and persistent. Change takes time and patience. There will be setbacks along the way, but if you persist, you will eventually see results. 5. The tech company rebirth, breaking free from rigid thinking and embracing innovation. A tech company once led its industry but gradually fell behind as the market evolved. They stubbornly stuck to their original product line and refused to try new technologies and strategies, eventually getting left far behind by competitors. It wasn't until their sales took a severe hit that the management realized the gravity of the situation and decided to overhaul the company. They made bold innovations in their product offerings and changed the company culture to encourage creativity and risk-taking, eventually reclaiming their position at the forefront of the industry. This case demonstrates that clinging to past success can be the biggest risk. Whether you're an individual or a company, you must learn to break free from fixed thinking and embrace change and innovation. How to break free from fixed thinking and start fresh. 1. Dare to break free from old mindsets. The environment has changed, so your strategies must evolve too. Don't let past success hold you back. Be willing to try new things. 2. Create an open culture. Whether for a company or an individual, an open mindset is crucial for growth. Accept diverse opinions and be willing to experiment with new methods. 3. Keep learning and stay competitive. Success isn't static, continuous learning and growth are essential for maintaining your competitive edge. 6. A change of mind, small stories, big wisdom. In the TV series Minningtown, Professor Ling, a mushroom expert, led villagers to grow mushrooms. Initially, things went smoothly, but as more people jumped on the bandwagon, mushroom prices plummeted. The villagers were left with mushrooms rotting in the fields, desperate to sell at low prices. Professor Ling, however, didn't throw in the towel. He proposed building cold storage to preserve the mushrooms, significantly reducing their losses. This story shows that when faced with difficulties, a change in perspective can lead to a solution. How to find solutions in difficult times. 1. Innovative thinking, dare to break the norm. When faced with challenges, don't just look for answers in the conventional way. Challenge the status quo and explore new solutions. 2. Resource integration and optimization. When resources are limited, find ways to maximize the efficiency of existing resources. Professor Ling's cold storage plan is a great example. 3. Focus on long-term benefits. While mushroom prices were falling, many villagers were eager to sell. Professor Ling, however, insisted on the long-term strategy of cold storage, eventually helping everyone through the crisis. 7. Using failure as a stepping stone. Those who bounced back from rock bottom. The great inventor Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times in the process of creating the light bulb, but he didn't give up. Instead, he famously said after each failure, "I have just found another way that doesn't work." He wasn't defeated by failure, he learned from it and eventually invented the world-changing light bulb. In life, we often stop ourselves from moving forward due to fear of failure. But failure isn't something to fear, it's a process, a way for us to find the real solution. How to turn failure into a stepping stone for success. 1. Change your perspective on failure. Failure is just a temporary setback. It tells us this path isn't viable but doesn't mean we can't succeed. 2. Learn from failure. After every failure, ask yourself, what did I learn? What can I improve? 3. Stay patient and persistent. Success often requires time and patience. Each failure is paving the way to success. 8. Real-life examples of mindset shifts, turning the tide in life. During an economic crisis, a woman lost her high-paying job. She found herself in a tough spot but didn't give up. She started exploring her true passion, baking. She put her heart into it, eventually opening an online bakery. It was so successful that her earnings exceeded what she made in her former finance job. This story proves once again that adversity doesn't have to be the end, it can be a new beginning. Her success wasn't just due to finding a new career path but because she was willing to embrace change and shift her mindset. How to turn the tide in adversity. 1. Discover your true passion. Ask yourself, what do I truly love? Is there a way to turn it into my career? 2. Take small steps and adjust as needed. Change doesn't have to be all at once. Start with small changes, gradually try, and adjust your direction based on feedback. 3. Stay positive and persistent. The transformation process may be challenging, but a positive attitude and continuous action are the keys to success. 9. Corporate innovation. Embrace change and start anew. Companies often face rigid thinking as they grow. A tech company gradually fell behind in the competitive market because it stuck to its original product line and refused to try new technologies or strategies. Only after sales took a nosedive did the management realize the severity of the situation and decide to overhaul the company. They made bold innovations not only in product development but also in corporate culture, encouraging innovation and risk-taking. This change brought the company back to the forefront of the industry. This case teaches us that whether you are an individual or a company, you need to constantly update your mindset and adapt to environmental changes. Holding on to past successes often becomes a stumbling block on the road to progress. How to break the corporate fixed mindset. 1. Dare to break free from old mindsets and embrace change. The environment is dynamic, and thinking needs to keep pace. Regularly review your mindset and action strategies and actively seek improvement opportunities. 2. Cultivate an open culture and attitude. Whether in a company or an individual, an open mindset is crucial. Learn to accept diverse opinions and suggestions, and be willing to experiment and try. 3. Focus on learning and constantly improve competitiveness. Success is often not static. Continuous learning and growth are the keys to maintaining competitiveness. Whether in professional skills or mindset, always strive to improve. 10. Flex your mind. The more flexible, the more opportunities. Psychologist Carol Dweck proposed the concept of a growth mindset, which believes that abilities can be improved through effort and learning, and that failure and setbacks are part of the growth process. On the other hand, a fixed mindset believes that abilities are set, and failure means you're not good enough. In real life, many successful people turn their tide in adversity because they have a growth mindset. They believe they can change their situation through effort and aren't afraid of failure. How to cultivate a flexible growth mindset. 1. Believe that change is possible. Don't be held back by past experiences. Imagine yourself achieving your goals and work towards them. 2. Embrace challenges. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Don't fear failure because it's just part of the process. 3. Learn from failure. Failure isn't the end but a chance to start over. After every failure, ask yourself, what did I learn? We all face difficulties and challenges in life. Sometimes, it feels like we're stuck in an inescapable cycle. But the key to breaking out often lies in our mindset. By changing your perspective and daring to try new approaches, you can find new paths even in the toughest situations and even change your destiny. I hope this episode inspires you to break free from your mental chains and explore more possibilities when facing life's challenges. After all, the turning point in life often lies in that one moment of shift. Thank you for listening. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Even if just one sentence inspired you, it would mean a lot to me. Don't miss out on more great content in the future. Keep following us. See you in the next podcast. CocoShenzhen.net.
Hand in hand we'll win this fight. No more division, no more fear. Unity's call, so crystal clear. Rise up, let's stand as one. Together we'll shine until the battle's won. With love as our weapon, we'll break down the wall. In the face of adversity, we'll rise above with hope in our hearts. We'll conquer with love. For every tear shed, a seed of peace will sow. In the face of adversity, we'll rise above. With hope in our hearts, we'll conquer with love. For every tear shed, a seed of peace will sow. Unity's call, let it forever flow. Rise up, let's stand as one. Together we'll shine until the battle's won. With love as our weapon, we'll break down the wall. Unity's call, let it guide us today. So let's heed the call and answer with grace. In unity's embrace, let's find our place. In the darkest night, we find our light. Hand in hand, we'll win this fight. No more division. No more division. Rise up, let's stand as one. Together we'll shine until the battle's won. With love as our weapon, we'll break down the wall. Unity's call, let it guide us today. In the face of adversity, we'll rise above. With hope in our hearts, we'll conquer with love. For every tear shed, a seed of peace will sow. Unity's call, let it forever flow. Rise up, let's stand as one. Together we'll shine until the battle's won. Love is our weapon, we'll break down the wall. Unity's call, it echoes for all. answer with grace. In unity's embrace, let's find our place.